They put Fat Gunther. That's fucked up.
You know that's me. That's literacy. Loti, vibes. Loti, vibes. Loti, vibes. 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 Loti.
What's going on? It's your boy, Little T. Batting for the first time. Rockin', man. Hey, man. Check it out. So we got 20 moments that were not supposed to happen at WrestleMania 41. Hey, WrestleMania. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. The matches that we had for WrestleMania 41, they had a lot of potential. I feel like WrestleMania 41 wasn't all that good. I'm not saying it was bad, but for the matches that we had, I was just expecting a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, to me, WrestleMania 40 was better than WrestleMania 41. That's how I be looking at the shit. But yeah, man, yeah.
That were not supposed to happen at WrestleMania 41. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 1, Yeeting goes wrong. The Spanish announce table joined in on the Yeeting ahead of Jey Uso versus Gunther, and hilariously, one of the commentators had his headset almost knocked off his head. Both the respective commentators found the incident hilarious, and it goes to show that Yeeting isn't for the faint-hearted. Number 2, challenges. WWE's production team getting wrestlers' nameplates and tags wrong was definitely a theme of the weekend. Ahead of Jey Uso's formal introduction, his nameplate would state Challenges instead of Challenger. This was a nameplate for the tag title challenges and was only picked up on by eagle-eyed viewers watching at home.
I was ready to say, I did not pick that.
The Survivor Series transition. And when Jey Uso won the world title, all fans watching at home could focus on was that WWE's production team thought that the show was Survivor Series as opposed to WrestleMania. As replays and main event Jey's win were shown to the audience at home, WWE cut to Survivor Series War Games graphics numerous times. It was unclear how this exactly happened, but it's possible that it occurred simply due to a member of the production team pressing the wrong button. This will be the type of botch that WWE looks to edit out with immediate effect, and it's likely that any edits of this kind will be issued within the next few days. Number 4, the crowd leaving. At WWE have to be deliberate and strategic with any wide-angle shots of the crowd. Unfortunately, they completely messed up before the tag title match between the War Raiders and the New Day. As both teams were making their respective entrances, WWE cut to the crowd and hundreds of fans were leaving to go to the bathroom or grab refreshments. The match was a certified bathroom break, and the negative reactions to the match...
I mean, I wouldn't be trying to hide that. I understand why WWE doing, but if you've been to a wrestling event, you understand. We all got them one matches when we like, all right, this is the time I'm going to the bathroom. All right, this is the time where, I'm going to get me a little pretzel or something. So, yeah, I ain't mad at that, though. It happened in everything. It happened in football, basketball.
This particular match is the match they would leave their seat for. Number 5, Ivar's rough landing. Now, Ivar's moonsaults are usually immaculate, however his moonsault was heavily botched at WrestleMania 41. Ivar managed to land on Kofi Kingston's legs, and Kingston looked to be in total agony. Because you're too damn big to be doing backflips. Everyone knows a moonsault should land on the wrestler's chest or stomach region, and landing elsewhere can lead to a serious injury. Thankfully, there are no reports that Kingston was hurt, so he looks to be okay, and he was able to continue the match as planned. Number 6, Pat McAfee doesn't watch the show. Pat McAfee is often called out for failing to know about prior WWE law and continuity. This was the case last night. During the Naomi vs. Jade Cargill match, McAfee falsely claimed that Naomi ran over Cargill with a car. In reality, Naomi pushed Cargill onto the windshield of a car.
We gotta get a man credit. Pat McAfee he ain't no WWE long-time fan, you feel me? We was a punter for the Colts. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. We gotta give him a little bit of, like,
McAfee one of those awkward
that's like on Nightcap. We watch Nightcap. That's like when Ocho talk about basketball. Ocho don't really know basketball like that, so sometimes he'd be fucking up. But I know that he don't know basketball like how Shannon Sharp or some of the guest hosts know basketball, so I let some of the shit slide. You feel
entire
me?
Broadcast.
Yeah, let some stuff slide,
an awkward moment, Cole did the right thing. Ignoring McAfee's slip-up would have been an insult to the viewer's intelligence, and it was best that Cole politely corrected McAfee, and then the show moved forward. Number 7, a botched BFT. A Jacob Fatu vs. LA Knight was one of the most surprising hits of the weekend, as both men worked extremely well together.
Yeah.
One of the most ambitious spots
of the match
saw LA intercept
I'm happy that Fatu won, though.
moonsault into
for
a
sure.
BFT.
I wanted Fatu to win so bad.
Sadly, LA failed to make a full connection with the move.
I ain't even lie, even though he botched that BFT, it still looked good. If you get what I'm saying, like, even though he botched it, I really didn't give a fuck because it looked good. That's a hard move. Catching a BFT off a moonsault, that's tough. That's tough. Because it's not like the RKO. RKO, you can really, like, you feel me? You can catch him like that. BFT, you got to kind of, like, catch him and then bring it forward. Like, that's tough.
Thanks to excellent camera work, it was hard to know that the move was fully botched. Now, don't get us wrong, this was a complex spot that was always going to be hard to get completely right.
Exactly.
It was appreciated that both men gave it a go, and the crowd
Yeah, that's a
erupting
tough-
for
that's
the
a tough
spot
one. That's
was
why I
a
said I
sign
ain't
that
even
they
mad
got
at that
enough
one.
of the move to avoid
'Cause
it
it ain't
being
look bad.
a
It still
total
looked good to me.
disaster. Number 8, Dana White. The WWE were cut to UFC's Dana White in the crowd, and it led to an awkward moment, as White clearly looked like he didn't even want to be there.
He
was
did.
heavily booed by the live crowd.
Damn.
Weirdly, just minutes later, WWE would decide to redo the exact same segment with White in the crowd, and this time, he looked happy to be there.
Why
It's
they boo
likely
Dana
that
White?
WWE redid
What
this
Dana White
spot
do?
as they wanted a visual
I
of
fuck
White
with Dana
looking
White.
on with enthusiasm, not utter regret. Number 9, attendance lies. Shawn Michaels would make a special appearance at WrestleMania to announce the attendance.
And Stone
For night
Cold.
1, HBK claimed that over 60,000 fans were in attendance. But according to sources such as WrestleTix, this isn't correct, and the show was not 100% sold out. Additionally, fan photos from those in attendance showed numerous empty seats, and even entire sections of seating had curtains over them to hide them from the camera.
Tight.
The WWE lying about their attendance numbers isn't anything new.
Right,
It's a
I was
shame
ready
that
to
this
say.
trend has continued into TKO's era of WWE.
That ain't nothing new.
Number 10, calling spots. Now, the Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair match had
I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie, bro. I tried to watch the Tiffany and Charlotte match twice, like literally. Like I tried to watch it once. I kind of like, you know, like how you like kind of like go away from like I got it on my phone. I'm not gonna lie. Then I tried to watch it again. I just didn't. I didn't really like it. I'm not even gonna sit up here. I wasn't saying it was bad, but what I was expecting, I didn't get. You feel me?
a ton of issues. Both
Yeah.
women were not on their finest form throughout the match.
Exactly.
And there were endless spots that went wrong.
Exactly.
And there was a point in the match where both women just began to call spots. And this greatly exposed the semi-main event of night 1 of WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, it was not.
One
it
of the
was.
key spots in the
It
match
wasn't
saw
that
Flair
good, bro.
deliver a natural
What I was
selection
thinking,
from
it was
the
not
top
that
rope,
good.
But it was heavily botched. Flair barely
I
got
thought they
any
was
of
really
it,
gonna
and it
put on
looked
a show, like they was
terrible.
gonna go crazy.
The WWE commentary team failed to cover up for the botch, as there was not much they could say to save it, especially with Stratton selling the move as if it was delivered to perfection. Number 11, Alabama Slam. One of the final spots of the aforementioned match saw Tiffany Stratton hit an Alabama Slam onto Charlotte Flair into the middle turnbuckle. Sadly, perhaps due to exhaustion, the spot was botched, and Flair basically toppled into the turnbuckle. Unlike other spots in the match, this was called out by the
I
commentary
ain't
team.
gonna lie, Charlotte had that
This
shit
debate
on though. I
social
feel
media
like
currently
it
revolving
was
around-
even, bro. Who y'all think had the best fit at WrestleMania, bro? I think it's a tie to me. It's between Charlotte Flair. Her shit went crazy. Tiffany shit cool, but Charlotte Flair shit was cool. I like that pink, one, blue. And Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns with that all white, yo, that went crazy, bro. Yeah, it was between them two, bro. I was like, yeah.
Where the Flair intentionally sandbagged towards the end of the match.
Honorable
as a
mention,
lot
I'll
of the
probably
spots
say maybe
looked
Randy shit. I
incredibly
like the
lackluster.
Randys.
Number 12, screen issues. Now, it would seem like every major WWE show, there are issues with the big screens.
Right.
According to fans in attendance at both nights of WrestleMania, WWE intentionally turned the big screen off at various points of the show. This naturally meant that the fans at the top of the stadium couldn't see a thing. It was even said that there were chants and pops whenever WWE would turn the screen back on. There were also issues with lighting, as fans claimed that there was a light that was directed right into their seating area, and this meant that they couldn't see a damn thing. The WWE had been producing major stadium shows for decades. There's no excuse to get these elements so badly wrong every single year. Number 13, Walter.
Who the fuck is Walter?
WWE is quick to act when it comes to updating wrestlers' graphics and renders when they lose their respective title. However, when it came to former world champion Gunther, it became apparent that WWE
Damn,
didn't
they
have
put
an
fat.
updated render.
They put fat Gunther up. That's fucked up. They gonna put fat Gunther up there. Nah, that's petty.
Gunther, so they
That's
decided to use a
petty.
transparent render of his days as Walter from over half a decade ago.
Gonna
Fans were
put
quick
fat
to call this
Gunther
out
up
on
there.
social media as Gunther looks completely different, and it goes to show just how much of his WWE run has spent with a
Hey.
title around his waist.
Hey.
Number 14,
Shit.
450. Michael Cole is prone to
450.
owning up to his commentary errors, and this was the case with Bianca Belair versus Io Sky versus Rhea
Oh
Ripley's
yeah, that's when.
matchup.
That's when he caught the shooting star press of 450. I mean, he caught the 450 the shooting star press. There we go. I heard
When
that
Belair
too.
hit a
I heard that
450,
too.
Cole incorrectly labeled the move as a shooting star press.
Yeah, I heard that
He would
too.
also no-sell a Riptide
Way better
from Rhea
correct-
Ripley as he completely missed the call and didn't even mention that Ripley had just hit her finishing move. Now, it was possible that Cole was exhausted from the long weekend, as outside of these errors, he did a magnificent job across the whole weekend. Number 15, retconning the streak. And for the past
What
few
that
years,
mean?
WWE have marketed Bianca Belair as being unbeaten at WrestleMania.
Right.
In reality, this isn't true, as Belair was part of the Battle Royal at WrestleMania 34, and she lost this particular match. However, when it came to Night 2 of WrestleMania 41, WWE decided to finally address the loss and state that Belair isn't in fact undefeated on the grand stage of WrestleMania. Now, this was possibly done due to Belair taking the pinfall in the subsequent match and WWE wanting to plant the seeds that Belair was going to lose the matchup. Number 16, Dirty Dom's mask.
That bitch got
Dominic
stuck.
Mysterio would debut
I
a new
remember.
mask ahead of his title match at WrestleMania.
Had that Us
and he
mask on, like that
hilariously
little boy
couldn't even
from
get it off
Us.
his head during his entrance. Michael Cole, who is notoriously Mysterio's biggest hater, burst out laughing at the situation. Number 17, the first ever fatal
But I ain't even
four-way-
gonna lie, the fact that it got stuck didn't really matter because it was dumb. Like if it would have happened to like, let me say like a like say for some reason Gunther would have came out with a mask on and he tried to, that shit would have been like a little botch. But the fact that it was dumb, it was kind of just funny to me, bro. Like I didn't even see that as a botch. It was just funny.
The Intercontinental title was about to begin. The commentary team stated that it's the first ever Intercontinental title fatal four-way at WrestleMania.
Is it?
However, this isn't strictly true. WrestleMania 15 saw a fatal four-way for the aforementioned title.
Oh, that's before my
However,
time.
this was labeled as a four corners elimination match.
that's before my
so
time.
perhaps this is why Cole didn't reference this particular matchup. Number 18, is it for the title? Joe Hendry was revealed as Randy Orton's mystery opponent, and Pat McAfee was confused as to whether the match was for the
Say his
TNA World
name,
title.
man.
McAfee
He
would question if Orton
appeared.
became TNA World Champion
I
if he won the match.
believe in
It was
Joe
hilarious to hear
Hendry.
Michael Cole explain that the match wasn't set for the
Bro,
title.
I ain't even gonna lie. When Randy hit that nigga with that RKO. My man said RKO. I was geeked.
McAfee was
I
likely
was
kept in
hyped
the
when he
dark
did
when
that
it came to
shit,
who
bro.
the mystery opponent was, so this was an
And then he
instance
did
of
his shit,
McAfee
really-
thinking out loud. Number 19,
Randy
The Crash.
funny.
Stone Cold Steve
Crash.
Austin made a special appearance to announce
Oh,
the
yeah, we
attendance,
crashed into-
and
yeah,
before
yeah,
he could
with
read
the
the
four-wheeler.
official number, he would ride around the ring on his trademark ATV. Unfortunately, Austin crashed into the barricade, and it appeared that a woman was hurt in the ordeal.
She was good.
The
She
next
was
time
not
the
hurt.
camera panned over, Nick Khan was directly talking to the woman, so there was likely a legal issue there. Some fans are theorizing that the woman could potentially sue WWE and
Shit.
TKO.
Shit. I'll sue the shit up. I'll fuck my neck, my back, and my knee up. Fuck you. I'll fuck my whole body up. I don't even fuck. If I was in a nosebleed shit, he hit me too. Fuck is you geeking for? I'm getting me
Before we
some
get into
bread.
number 20,
Give me some of this
honorable mention
WrestleMania
of
money.
Bret Hart. The botches of WrestleMania
Bret Hart.
weekend began at the 2025 Hall of Fame. WWE's production team would make a huge error when it came to CM Punk. As Punk
CM
was
Punk.
about to give his speech to induct the Bret Hart vs. Stone Cold match, his nameplate would come up and it incorrectly labeled him as Bret Hart. And number 20, the PA. Now, as John Cena made his simplistic entrance for the main event, a random PA appeared out of nowhere to clear some lighting on the stage.
I mean,
it
it should've
definitely
happened.
ruined the vibe of the entrance, as
Not
all
really.
the PA had to do was wait a matter of seconds to avoid being in the shot.
I mean, it
Well,
don't
yeah,
really matter.
folks, 20
Like, yeah, I mean, I feel like I was more focused on John Cena having that bland ass fucking promo or teleprompter shit up there. Like, that shit was terrible. Just John Cena all black. Like, damn, bro, you can't add a little bit of spunk on that bitch or something, bro. Like, that's what I was really mad about. But other than that, man, that's gonna do it for the video. Let me see what comes up. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hope y'all enjoy the vibe, man. Peace. And let me know what was your favorite WrestleMania 41 match too. Peace.